Hello again, this is Sports Betting Whale. This is Thursday, July 6, 2017. Thanks again for joining me on this video channel. I'm going to be answering some questions today and doing a recap of what's going on, and also talking to you about what I do in these situations myself after being a sports handicapper and avid bettor for over 30 years now. Yesterday, you can see on the screen the tickets. I wagered $16,000 and cashed out $12,800 for a small net loss of $3,200. Since May 1st, the round robins are up 313.15 units. All records and results are fully documented of all my plays and all my selections on the whaletracker.com. That's the whaletracker.com. I've been betting myself for, like I said, over 30 years now. And I run into some streaks where things get choppy, and I run into streaks where it doesn't seem like I can lose. And I've become accustomed to that, and I adjust to what the situation is. But I continue to fire away because it's always worked for me. 30 years in a row, it's worked for me. It will continue to work for me. I am not going to let a cold streak change the historical patterns of what I've always done, and I'm just as confident now as ever that I'm going to continue to win. And I am, as you can see, I've been taking games myself all along. I think I'm one of the only sports services out there that puts their money where their mouth is and continues to win or lose with my clients. And in fact, if there weren't any clients for the last 30 years, I haven't had any clients. I continue to bet my own money. And I continue to win year after year. So far in the last month, I've wagered over $400,000 on the same selections that I've given out to you. It's real important for you to know because action speaks louder than words. One thing I don't understand in the sports service, if people are out there that are giving out picks to others and asking for money, why are they betting on themselves? Doesn't make any sense to me. It's extra money. It's extra profit. That's the way I look at it. I'll continue to bet myself and I'll continue to win. And the reason I bet is because over the course of time, I always end up ahead using this system. I'm excited to show you how the system works. And even though it's been cold since June 21st, it'll get hot again and everyone's going to win a lot of money. You're going to win a lot of money for the rest of the baseball season. You're going to win a lot of money in football, and you're going to win a lot of money in basketball. And please revert back to this video someday, and you'll see how it works. Same thing happened when I was cold in February and March and the beginning of April. I sat here on this video and told you, hang in there, watch what happens. And then from April 21st to the end of May, it was up 1,000 units, 1,000 times a base amount. We've given some of that back over the last 6 weeks, but that's the nature of the system. You go on extended runs, you win a lot, then you give a little bit back, you profit some money, you go on another run, you profit some money, etc. So it's an unusual system. I know that people aren't used to it, but it's worked for me very well, and it will work for you as well. So again, the greatest proof of any sports handicapper is the fact that they will bet their own games. And you see with me, I do. And I'm in front of you when I lose, I'm in front of you when we break even, I'm in front of you when I win, and I'm telling you the same story every single time. So common sense, for 30 years I've been betting like this and winning. You've seen proof of these huge wins before off of small money. I didn't have that kind of money to bet unless I won it. And the reason I had that much money is because I won it. So that's the whole proof of this, and it will continue to show you as we go forward. Some questions that came in. Have you ever tried playing 2s and 3s with your round robins when things are cold? And notice you did that during the basketball tournament. You lowered your 4-team rounds to 3-team of 2s and 3s when things were choppy. Are you considering doing the same thing for baseball? Yes, if after the All-Star break in the first week, if we're not ahead, I will lower 2s and 3s until we get hot again. But I want to show that this system works as it is, and I'm going to give it a little more time. Once we hit a couple roundies, boom, it takes off. And I know I will. That's what I always do. So good question. But for your sake and everyone's sake, I will move to 2s and 3s after the All-Star break if I'm not determining some real strong patterns, and we're not winning consistently off the 3s and a 4. The second one, I'm bothered by the odds on 14 parlays. The chances of hitting 14 parlay just by luck are 1/16. The books pay back about 12.28 to 1 on bets with even odds. Pay back less than that when the odds are 110 to 100 or above. When you consider that the books only pay out about 75% of the true odds, you would have to hit 63% or so win rate to make up for that. Would it make better sense to just only bet single games and put down large amounts of money than risk low amounts with the hope to hit round robin? The math doesn't add up. Well, actually, I need to correct what you said, because the books pay back 11 to 12 to 1 if they're all minus 110s. How the odds work in baseball is that it's based on the odds of the game. You won't see me take 3s and a 4. I won't take 4-teamers when they're all minus 110s, because what they do is they automatically compute either 11 to 1 or 12 to 1 back, which, as you're saying, is only 75% of the true odds. You're correct on that, but in baseball it doesn't work that way. In baseball, they take the odds. You do get true odds on the round robins if it's not all minus 110s. As long as there's a 1 odds in there that are not 110, you're going to get true odds. So let's say a team is minus 125. Then they're going to give you 1.8 times on that multiplier. Minus 110s are all 1.91s. Minus 120s are 1.833. $1.40s are 1.72. $1.50 is 1.66. Minus 200 is 1.5. It all works out to where you take the amount and you divide by 1 and you add 1, and then you multiply that times the number of games that you have. It does end up giving you the true odds. So if you had 2 minus 120s, which are 1.833, and you had 2 evens, you would end up with getting paid back true odds on that. So it'd be the 1.833 times 1.833 times 2 times 2. So there's no disadvantage in baseball to taking the 4-teamers or the 3s and a 4. So a lot of people ask me how I pick the games. Today you're going to see that I have the Houston Astros. Houston Astros are playing the Toronto Blue Jays. It's first game of a road series for Houston. You go back and look, the Astros only lost, I think, 9 games on the road, period. But the game 1 of a road series, the first game of a series against a new opponent on the road, they're flat out money. If you'd bet on them every single time, you'd make a fortune. I've caught that trend. Also, they do a lot of overs too in game 1 of the series. They generally win game 1, game 2, like they just did at Atlanta. Both overs, Houston and over, both games. They get to game 3 or game 4, sometimes they'll slide off a little bit. But right now, they are a powerful, powerful hitting team. They have a nice pitching matchup today. Should be an easy win for the Houston Astros. I made them one of my 2 top bets for the day, for the first 5 innings and for the game. Okay, so the later games that start after you'll be able to see this video, I'm taking the following plays. You'll see the tickets will be sent out on that before the game starts, but here they are. Washington Nationals, roundy 3s and a 4. Washington Nationals, Houston Astros, Boston Red Sox, Minnesota Twins, round robin, Nationals, Astros, Red Sox, Twins. I'm taking the Astros for the first 5 innings. I'm taking the Red Sox for the first 5 innings. And I'm taking Astros for the game and Red Sox for the game. It's my 2 best bets of the day. Feel really, really strong about these, and look forward to you all winning a lot of money on it. You know, I might look at things a little differently than other people do, and actually it's part of my handicapping approach as well. When you have someone like me that has a long-term winning track record, if there's a choppy or a cold period, the law of averages are a big run is coming. And I know it's coming, and I'm putting my money where my mouth is, and I hope you guys will join me in this next big run. We're going to have an amazing July. You'll see, we're gonna do great. We had a fantastic May We had a down June. It's going to bounce back to be a great July, and we'll finish strong in the rest of the baseball season, going into preseason football. I really look forward to you all seeing that, and you'll see that I'm going to step up the amounts that I'm taking, because my track record in history is that when there's a cold period, it's going to be followed by an extreme hot period. It will way more than wipes out anything that was lost during the cold period. Look forward to showing that to you again. And I also have a great feeling that we may be done with these cold streaks for a while. I'm really feeling very certain about that. So again, mark this time, mark this video, mark my words. Let's see if I'm right. I sure believe I will be. Thank you again. Going forward, I'll continue to release all of my daily picks to you for free if you text me or subscribe to my mailing list. So make sure to text me or subscribe to my free mailing list so I can continue sending you all of my picks every day. I've made tens of millions of dollars betting on sports over the years, and now I'm finally breaking my secret so that you too can share in my success. All you have to do is either click on the link in the description of this video or send me a text message to my phone number at 702-462-1135. If you're texting me from outside the United States, add the +1, so it's +1 702-462-1135. I will begin texting and emailing you with all of my daily picks whenever they come up. Remember, subscribing to my mailing list is 100% free, no strings attached. And every day that you're not a subscriber to my free mailing list is another day that you may have missed out on one of my devastating winning runs. So be sure to click on the link in the description of this video or send me a text at 702-462-1135, or if you're outside of the United States, +1 702-462-1135 to join my mailing list today, 100% free. And you'll be the first to know when I release my killer picks every single day. Again, 100% free.